So do you think everything you've been told has been truth? Do you think everything we are doing on this planet has meaning? Do you think what you're doing for a job means anything? Do you remember a time where we were all innocent as kids? I remember it around middle school, or going into middle school, where I left for the summer, happy, we're all hanging out, we're all doing things all together, come back, everything's changed, people have changed. Bodies started changing, things like that. But they also started separating everybody. The arts got a funny name, the nerds got a funny name. If it went against everything, you were to call them weird, crazy, just like some of the feedback I get here. Well, I don't go and put this on here for nothing. I was given a sign to at least share what I know, and I'm not here to argue. You can bash it all you want. Thing is, like a great mentor has taught me, is people that want to argue it only amplify the truth. Therefore, I welcome it. Now, can you do it peacefully? That's another thing. We need peacefully. We need happiness. I want to take you on a journey here. What started my rabbit hole? Do you have the answer to my last pop quiz? Here, I'm going to show you something interesting, and then we'll get to that. I'm going to leave that for last, actually, because that's actually what made me go dive head first. Do you remember Publishers Clearinghouse when they used to take that big check over to, your house if you won and present it to you? Remember there was a spokesperson for that. Here, I'm going to play a clip. This is the host of a show who retired with his co-host, who is the one I'm talking about that was the spokesperson for Publishers Clearinghouse. Coming back to David Letterman later on. Watch this clip.
Of the cast of the television program over there.
I have to apologize. I thought this was the Joe Franklin studio. I'll tell you why I'm here. I happen to be in town over doing some stuff for the NBC affiliate.
That's right.
And, Ed McMahon, our good friend, could not be here.
Yeah.
But it seems, David, that you are the $1 million winner.
Oh, my God! I've won $1 million. What are the odds that I would win the sweepstakes?
The odds are astronomical.
Yeah.
Now, what if I were to tell you Ed McMahon never worked for Publishers Clearinghouse? I know what you remember. I know it all too well. I remember the same thing. How about Bernstein Bears? Was it Bernstein or was it Bernstein? I remember I had to learn this. It's kind of a spelling thing with me when I was a kid. I remember Bernstein, but in today's reality, it's Bernstein. Never was Bernstein. I'll give you one more. I'm going going to keep this short. Then we'll go into the quiz, and I'll give you a new quiz. Everybody remember JFK's, assassination video where he's driving around the plaza and he gets shot. He's in the car. Well, here's a little history for you, or new history. How many people were in the car with him? Most people would say 4, including himself. So him and 3 others. The actuality, it was 6. It was him and 5 others. There's 3 rows of seats in this car. But before you go ahead and jump into the normal, it's just something memory thing that we have, as a society together, blah, 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 blah. Then why does every museum that has a replica of his car only have 2 rows of seats, which only meant room for 3 other people besides him? There's things happening in this world that I want to bring attention to, but I got to bring it to you piece by piece. This is called the Mandela effect. The Mandela effect, because a large group of people remembering Nelson Mandela going to prison and dying in prison. But in this new world, he got out, and in 2013 he finally passed away. Why do we remember funerals that never happened? One thing that kicked me off and made me go head first into this is when they changed the Bible. Whoever's doing this, and it hasn't changed all versions yet. Unicorns started becoming pretty popular. There's a lot of YouTube on it. Basically, unicorns just coming out everywhere. And unicorns are really, mythological beasts and, supposed to be rare, but also have ties to Luciferianism and, satanic worship. I'm not even going there. The fact that it is in the New King James Bible, that's what bothered me. If it has any of those other relations, that's even worse. But when things change in my Bible, and I haven't even been in church in like 20 years, it struck hard to me. Meaning there's some evil forces out there. I'm not showing my face in this video. I didn't feel I need to. I want to give more visuals here. So along with that, it now says wolf and the lamb, not lion and the lamb in the Bible. And I'm not sure, but if you guys think that what you have been taught, even in church,
and the lion shall lie down
is the way you should be. The one thing that broke me apart from church was I saw a lot of judgy people. You're supposed to act this way. You're supposed to do this way. You're supposed to do this way. I'm like, who are you? You guys aren't God. So I walked away, and I had this notion. And now it's come to light to where I was correct in my thinking, just how I got there. I jumped to conclusions back then, but now after doing a lot of studying, I found that it is true. But it's not true even the way I thought of it. So I can't tell everybody the exact story all at once. It'll scare the shit out of you. But being good to each other, bringing a light of positivity is going to be key. I'm going to leave you this one thing here. This is a logo of a major company. I brought the name out of it because I don't want anybody jumping to conclusions. But what do you see in this logo? And they aren't denying it much. Till next time, use your noggin. God bless you. I love you all.